Hi everyone, I'm BigFuzzyYak. I was invited as a content creator to go to the Moon, to the Moon Expo in Birmingham, and unfortunately, it was a big letdown for a lot of people. I know in the UK we're like really excited about gaming events, especially new ones, because a lot of them are fizzling out and yada da 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 da. So I try to be super optimistic about everything. Um, and even I, yeah, kind of pains me to make the video. So I drove. We just like yeah. I'm London based, so I had to get to Birmingham. So I got up at like 4 in the morning. I think I left probably around 7 in the morning to get there for 9 because creators were told that we were going to be able to get in an hour early than everybody else. And when I got there, like, I got turned away by security. I was a little bit confused. And then I saw, like, the tweet that was, like, posted, like, 45 minutes before that was, like, oh, yeah, there's a delay. And, like, they put, like, the delay, they blamed it on the rain, which, like, me as an American from Ohio, where we get, like, snow blizzards and you're expected to be at work if there's, like, 6 inches plus snow coming down at you, like, you can't just be like, oh, there's snow, I'm not going to work. Like, you get fired for that. So the fact that they're like, oh, there's rain, like, there's a delay, I was kind of just, like, sad that there wasn't, like, why everything wasn't set up the night before to be ready for everybody that came in the morning. And then I heard that some creators were asked at, like, midnight to, like, help in the morning to set up with the event and stuff. Um, yeah, so yeah, it was definitely stressful. A lot of reason why people haven't posted about the event and being there is just because, like, they're just very disappointed, feel kind of, like, a bit embarrassed about it as well. Yeah, because, like I say, I like to be very optimistic and very positive. I make the most out of my experiences, and yeah. I just, like, I had a hotel for the night. I was planning to go for both days, but after having 2 hour delay as a creator, and then, like, they said the latest they were going to open it was 11, but we still got in after 11 as well. That's, like, time that was wasted for me, because as a creator, I like to go and speak to people about their games and get content. And to get in early as a creator where I can do that, where there's less noise, and, like, less people around, it makes it much easier and more efficient for me to be able to do that for you. So I still did that later, but I was just exhausted. So at that point, from a certain point on, I was just too exhausted where I couldn't even, like, play the games, and, like, we're there to go, like, play games and stuff, So I couldn't even do that from a certain point on because I was just draining, exhausted. So it's like I did apologize to a lot of people, and I just said, can you just, like, explain your game to me and stuff? It's like I'm just, I'm kind of just, like, fed up. Yeah. The creator lounge was, like, a big open room. It had, like, a table with, like, Twitch stuff. And then there was, like, a side little room that had, like, PCs, but the PCs weren't even, like, completely, like, set up and working and stuff when I was in there. And then they set up, like, another table. There was no, like, snacks or drinks and stuff. As creators, you do want to have, like, a space where you can go to, and just be able to, like, relax from, like, everything that you're done, doing out on the main floor, to be able to just to, like, calm down, get your center of gravity, have, like, some snacks and some drinks and stuff, just, like, refuel and stuff, because, like, you're there making content. It's going to take more energy than if you're just, like, they're not doing all that extra stuff. So it kind of felt like a little bit of a slap in the face, to me, for that, when I saw, like, there wasn't even anything for us, and you, like, want us to promote your event. But also, like, tickets, I think, like, some of them were, like, for, like, the creator type one, it was said it was equivalent to £40, and I would just feel like if anybody paid £40 for that, they'd be majorly disappointed, and upset if they paid that. And when I was leaving the event, I met these two lovely cosplayers, and they said they came in from Germany, and I literally just felt so bad for them because, get flights and accommodation stuff. And the best thing for them was, like, they got to see their friends and stuff, but it was expensive for them to see their friends because they could have arranged that in other ways. And I didn't realize people had, like, come from abroad as well. So I was like, wow. But there was even an exhibitor that came from abroad. And they were actually super lovely. They were from America, and they had a really, really cool, cute little game. So I don't want to have any hate towards any people that were showing their games there, because like I love indie games and I really want to support that. So that's why I still took the time to go around and like play the games and talk to them, so you guys can see the games and stuff, because I don't think they should be affected negatively about it. But I just think like the planning of the event wasn't that well. The communication kind of went out the window, and things were like let down. Then there was the delay, and just like I came up early, and then I'm just have nothing to do like for 2 hours. But luckily for me, other people were in the same boat, so like it's like we went to Starbucks, got a coffee, and just chit chatting and stuff. But still, like I should have been using that time to be able to like make content in the event, and I didn't get that, and that affected how I made the content throughout the day. Because then I was more tired later when I was getting to people. And I was like, sorry, I don't have the energy anymore to like play your game, but like I'm really interested in it. Like I like the artwork. It looks cool. I want to know like what inspired you to make the game and stuff, like how long you've been making it for, all that stuff. But I was like, I didn't have the capacity to even play the game at that point. And like I said, I really don't like talking bad about things. But I was really disappointed, and when I walked in, I just see like a big empty room. There's a lot of space, nothing there. And it was just like, oh, what did I get myself into? So yeah, I was very disappointed. And then I went home last night, and I think it ended. I think I left right before it ended, and it ended early. So not only did it start 2 hours late, I was told that it was ending, I was trying to think, at least half hour early as well, because they said there weren't people, I guess. But like that's not my fault that there's not people. It is during a weekday, and it's people have to travel to get there and stuff, and and if it's a weekend, more people and families can go and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of people were asking me, because they're like, oh, I saw that you were a creator for the event, but I haven't seen you post anything. Because I kind of didn't know really what to post about the event. Because like I said, I was disappointed. I felt let down. I felt like social media team was good at like reposting people stuff that they posted, so like that was like activity. But like I don't want to be like, oh yeah, it was the best event I went to and I absolutely loved it 110%, I recommend it. I don't feel like that. And like I know a lot of people there kind of felt let down, because some people spent £130 to be able to show their game there, and they felt very disappointed for what they paid, because like they were told that there was going to be 15,000 people there, but when I checked the website, it says like the capacity is 15,000 people. So communication is a big thing, how that's gone across. And it did say that there'd be 150 people showing their games there. Maybe in total, with like multiple people being at certain things, and the whole I mean I don't think there wasn't 150 different games there. But if you have groups of people, yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm pulling from thin air here. So yeah, I paid for a hotel. I didn't stay at it because I needed at least 24 hours cancellation notice. So that money's out the window. I can't get my time back that I lost by just having my time wasted for the 2 hours that it should have been, because I should have had an hour early as a creator, and then they delayed it, the normal opening, by an hour and a little bit more. But yeah, I don't want to speak badly about the people that had their games there, because they were absolutely lovely. They had amazing games. I'm putting a video out of all the games that I went to go see and stuff, because I feel like they should get their recognition and they should get their coverage, and they're great people too. But yeah, from the organization and what my expectations were, I was disappointed. Yeah. Yeah, and I know a lot of other creators were very disappointed. I know some people spent like an hour or less. They just came in, looked, walked around, just like, what did I get myself into? Um, yeah. So there was definitely disappointment. And like I said, being from where I'm from in America, using weather as an excuse when it was just rain is kind of an insult to me. And especially because it didn't even rain in London, but they said trains were canceled from London. But I know like the trains are always a mess over here. Um, yeah, but like have it like I don't like I don't know. I think it should have been for an event the size it was. I feel like it should have all been set up the night before. Um, and it kind of sucks that like people didn't show up to help that said that they were, but people are unreliable in general. Um, but yeah, so the best parts were seeing like friends, seeing people that had their games there that you've met at other events, networking, stuff like that was like the fun bit because you had to find the silver lining and make the most of it. But yeah, just like all that like during the event I was like sad, but I got to see a friend and catch up with them, so we had a great time because like we're hanging out and stuff like that. But like we were very disappointed. Yeah, there's yeah, there's just a lot of disappointment. Yeah, if they have another one, it needs a lot more work. Um, and I feel bad because like putting on events is hard. Um, and a lot of work goes into it, and people don't always realize everything that goes into it. Um, yeah, but whew. Sorry for my rambles, everyone. I apologize. Yeah, I I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm happy to go to an event and support it, especially if it's the first one. But that was a big investment, like having to spend money on fuel and get there, and I spent money on a hotel because I was like, oh, you know what? When I've gone to other events, like I didn't like spend the night when it was outside of London, so I was like, how about I do that this time and I can hang out with people? But the event made me feel so bad that like I didn't want to come back the next day, and I didn't. Yeah, but like the people at the event with the games, they were great. They were lovely, and I'm like I said, I'm happy that I got to talk to them and stuff like that. But like I had low expectations from the event because I didn't know what to expect. Um, and then when the delay really triggered me. The delay really triggered me and put me off. And then when I walked in and I just saw all this empty space as well, like that like disappointed me as well. I don't know if maybe it would have felt better if it was a lot smaller venue, if it was like half the size. I don't know if that would have done anything for me, but yeah. Yeah. Uh, that's my feedback because people were asking and I didn't reply right away because I was like, I don't even know what to say, but people were curious. And I know there's people are so happy that they didn't go because they didn't hear good things, and people were wondering like why the creators didn't post anything. Because like I said, there wasn't too much to like post in that sense, but I have to do what's right for me. So I have to give you guys my opinion. And yeah, just say like I didn't feel like it was organized as well. And some of the vendors were disappointed for the same reasons like we were. And miscommunication. Yeah. So now you've got my thoughts. But please do check out the other video that we'll be posting that has the games in it, because like those people do deserve the time and respect, and like their games were cool and they were fun and they put a lot of work into it, and I love indie games and I love indie developers, and so yeah, so like that's why like the event was important to me, and I didn't want to, like, I felt like I could just, like, walk out and not, like, see anything, but then I was thinking, like, what about all these indie devs that showed up with their games and stuff? So I was like, no, I need to persevere through this and get over there and talk to them and do what I'm supposed to do as a content creator. Because just because I have the feelings that the event isn't how I expected everything, it doesn't mean that I don't want to support those people that have taken years of their lives to make these games. So I want to give them the support. And yeah, like I am rambling. I apologize, but yeah, I don't feel like it was worth the money that people paid to get in there. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. We live and we learn. But yeah. Thanks for having me there. Bye, guys. I love you. Make sure to follow me. I'm so sorry.